Their tag team match turned into absolute chaos that left Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker battered, broken, and humiliated before a stunned crowd. This wasn't just another surprise comeback. It was a message. The OTC didn't return for cheers or nostalgia. They returned for dominance, vengeance, and retribution. The build-up before the storm. Throughout the night, there were subtle hints that something was brewing. Backstage cameras caught murmurs between producers and referees, hushed conversations that hinted at unexpected arrivals. Still, most fans brushed it off as speculation or social media rumors. Meanwhile, in the ring, Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker were gearing up for what was supposed to be another dominant performance. The two powerhouses had been making waves recently, establishing themselves as legitimate threats on the main roster. Their chemistry was undeniable, their strength unmatched, and their confidence unshakable. But what they didn't know was that fate and the OTC had other plans. The moment the OTC returned, as Reed and Breakker prepared for their match, the lights suddenly dimmed. The arena's massive LED boards flickered, the crowd's cheers slowly fading into a confused murmur. Then, out of nowhere, the familiar OTC logo flashed across the screen. The fans erupted with a mixture of shock and excitement. No one had seen the faction for months, and rumors of internal conflict and creative disputes had made many believe they were gone for good. Then the music hit. The deep bass of their entrance theme vibrated through the arena, signaling one thing: the OTC was back. The three men walked out from the curtain, each step calculated and intense. They looked more dangerous than ever. No smiles, no theatrics, just raw purpose. The camera zoomed in on their faces, hardened expressions, eyes locked on the ring, and an energy that screamed vengeance. Destruction in the ring. Before anyone could process what was happening, the OTC stormed the ring. Bron Breakker charged forward first, his competitive instincts kicking in, but he was immediately cut down by a vicious big boot. Bronson Reed tried to intervene, only to be met with a spine-rattling clothesline that sent him flying over the ropes. The assault was relentless. Each OTC member took turns dismantling their opponents with precision and fury. A devastating double powerbomb left Reed motionless, while Breakker was slammed through the announcer's table in a moment that had the entire crowd gasping in disbelief. WWE officials rushed to the ring, but even they couldn't stop the onslaught. The OTC made sure their message was delivered loud and clear. They were done being overlooked. A message to the locker room. As the chaos subsided, the OTC stood tall over the wreckage they had created. Their leader grabbed a microphone, his voice echoing through the silent arena. "You forgot who made this place dangerous," he said, staring directly into the camera. "You forgot who built this house while others just posed for cameras. We're not here to make friends. We're here to remind everyone what dominance really looks like." The words sent chills down the spines of fans watching around the world. This wasn't just about Bronson Reed or Bron Breakker. It was about the entire WWE roster. The OTC felt disrespected, sidelined, and replaced by newer names. Their return wasn't about glory. It was about revenge. The real reason behind their return, backstage reports quickly started flooding social media after the show. According to sources, the OTC had been quietly negotiating their comeback for weeks, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. The trigger, insiders claim, was WWE management's increasing focus on young superstars like Bronson Reed, Bron Breakker, and Austin Theory. The OTC saw this shift as a betrayal. They believed they were the foundation of WWE's modern era, the ones who had carried the company through its toughest times. To be pushed aside for what they called corporate creations was the ultimate insult. Their shocking return was a calculated act of rebellion, meant to reclaim their place at the top and remind everyone that legends don't fade. They fight back. Aftermath and fallout. Following the brutal attack, medical personnel attended to Reed and Breakker as the crowd remained eerily quiet. Both men were later seen being helped backstage, clearly shaken by the assault. Meanwhile, the OTC walked away through the crowd, smirking as security struggled to restore order. The commentary team summed it up best. The OTC just changed everything. The balance of power in WWE may never be the same again. What's next for the OTC? As the lights dimmed and SmackDown went off the air, one question echoed across the WWE universe. What's next for the OTC? Their shocking and violent return sent waves of fear and excitement through the locker room, and everyone is now on high alert. The faction's message was simple but chilling. They're not coming back to entertain. They're coming back to dominate. The OTC has made it clear that no one is safe. Their calculated attack on Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker wasn't random. It was symbolic. By dismantling two of WWE's most physically dominant stars, they proved that size, youth, and hype mean nothing compared to experience, unity, and pure aggression. This return wasn't just about revenge. It was about reclaiming territory they believe was stolen from them. Speculation is running wild backstage. Some believe their next target could be the Bloodline, given Roman Reigns' ongoing influence and the faction's historic control over WWE's power structure. Others think the OTC may aim their sights on The Vision, whose rise under Seth Rollins has made them one of the most talked about groups in recent months. There's also a growing theory that the OTC could seek championship gold to re-establish their dominance officially. Whether it's tag titles, mid-card championships, or even a world title, one thing is certain: their mission is far from over. The WWE landscape has changed, and every faction now faces a new threat. The OTC isn't asking for recognition anymore. They're demanding it. With vengeance fueling their every move, their next strike could come at any moment, and when it does, it may reshape WWE forever.